Everyone thinks Batman's greatest weapon is his money. They're wrong. Strip away the Batmobile. Strip away the armor, the gadgets, every dollar in the Wayne fortune. Batman still wins. Because his real weapon was never sitting in the Batcave. It's not in his fists, and it's not in his bank account. It's something almost nobody talks about. And by the time this video ends, you're going to own a piece of it yourself. If it's late where you are right now, if you're tired of starting over, if you've made the same promise to yourself in January that you quietly broke by February, this one's for you. Tonight, we're not talking about a man in a cape. We're building your systems, starting now. Here's what almost nobody notices about Batman. He isn't one system, he's five. Five quiet, interlocking systems running underneath the cowl. And once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them in your own life. We're stealing all five, one at a time. And the first one isn't hiding in a fight or a plan, it's hiding in a room. Picture the Batcave for a second, not the fight, not the Batmobile roaring into the night, just the cave at rest. Every tool hangs exactly where it belongs. Every piece of gear is charged and ready before it's needed. Nothing buried under something else. Nothing broken and forgotten in a corner. Before Batman throws a single punch, he's already won something quieter. His space works for him. Most people think willpower is what separates disciplined people from everyone else. It isn't. Willpower is expensive. It burns energy every time you use it. Batman doesn't out-discipline Gotham's criminals. He built a cave where the disciplined choice is just the easiest one available. So, what if Alfred walked into your room right now? Not to judge it, just to look. What would he pick up first? What would he quietly move out of reach? Look at your phone's home screen. Look at your desk. Look at tomorrow's calendar. This is the Gotham Audit. Walking through your own space like a detective, asking one honest question about everything you see. Is this helping me, or is it quietly working against me? Most people skip this because it feels too small to matter. That's the mistake. You don't need a new life. You need to remove one obstacle that's been sitting in plain sight for months. Tonight's move: find one thing in your space that's working against you and remove it before you sleep. A notification, a cluttered desk, an app one tap away from wrecking your evening. Your environment is making decisions for you long before you get the chance to. One system down, and the next one doesn't live in your room at all. It walks in wearing a suit and carrying a tea tray. Bruce Wayne is the richest man in Gotham. He can buy silence. He can buy loyalty. He can buy almost anyone's opinion. He doesn't buy Alfred's. Alfred is the one person allowed to walk into the room and tell Bruce he's wrong. Not because Alfred works for him, but because Bruce built that relationship on purpose, to make sure at least one voice in his life would never just tell him what he wanted to hear. That's rare. Most people, without meaning to, do the opposite. They quietly surround themselves with people who agree, and because agreement feels good, and honesty sometimes stings, a life full of agreement feels comfortable, right up until it quietly runs you into a wall. So ask yourself something a little uncomfortable. Out of the people you talk to most, who mostly agrees with you? Who actually tells you the truth, even when it costs them something? Who consistently makes you better just by being around them? That's the Alfred Principle. Most people already know the honest answer to all three. They just haven't done anything about it. The mistake isn't lacking honest people in your life. It's giving unlimited time to the ones who only ever nod along, while the ones who tell you the truth get whatever's left over. If someone came to mind just now, someone who's always been straight with you, even when it wasn't easy, that's worth acting on. Send them this video, or better, just tell them you noticed. Tonight's move: message the one person who tells you the truth. Not to ask for advice, just to say you're glad they're honest with you. Relationships like that need maintenance too. They don't run on autopilot. If everyone around you only tells you what you want to hear, nobody around you is actually helping you. Okay. Actually, pause the video here for 30 seconds, not later. Now, think of that one name, just the name. Pause. Good, hold on to it. You'll need it again before this video ends. 2 systems already yours, 3 still hiding, and the next one is about to wreck something you believed the moment this video started. Remember the opening of this video? Everyone thinks Batman's greatest weapon is his gadgets, his tech, his toys. Here's the twist. The utility belt isn't powerful because of what's on it. It's powerful because of what Batman refuses to put on it. Every gadget on that belt earns its place. Nothing rides along just in case. No dead weight. A small number of tools, each one mastered. each one there for a reason. Now, think about your own belt, your phone. How many apps are open right now that you haven't touched in a month? How many subscriptions are quietly pulling money out of your account for something you forgot you signed up for? How many notifications get to interrupt you dozens of times a day for things that don't actually matter? That's clutter wearing the disguise of convenience. This is the utility belt method. Before something earns a permanent place in your life, it has to answer one question. Does this genuinely help me? Or does it just feel like it might someday? Most people never ask that question. They just keep adding. More apps, more subscriptions, more noise, and then they wonder why focus feels impossible. Tonight's move: open your phone and delete one thing that's been sitting there earning nothing. A crowded belt slows you down. A sharp one keeps you dangerous. So if it's not the money and it's not the gadgets, what's actually running all of this? You're about to see it hiding in plain sight, in the one decision Batman makes before he even leaves the cave. Gotham doesn't send Batman a to-do list. It sends him one light in the sky, one signal, one priority. The whole city could be falling apart in 100 directions at once, and Batman still moves toward exactly one thing first. That's not luck. That's a decision made before the night even starts. Picture two versions of tomorrow morning. Version 1, you wake up, check your phone before your feet hit the floor, and let the first notification decide what matters. By the time you look up, the day is gone, and the thing that actually mattered never got touched. Version 2, you already know before your alarm even goes off exactly what today's one thing is. Everything else can wait its turn. Same person, same 24 hours, completely different outcome. And the only difference is a decision made the night before. That's the bat signal task. Every morning before you open your phone, ask, if I only complete one thing today, what would make today a win? Then do that thing first, not after email, not after just checking something. First. The mistake almost everyone makes is treating every task like it's equally urgent. It isn't. Most of what fills your day is noise wearing the costume of a signal. Tonight's move: before you sleep, write down tomorrow's one thing, one sentence. Put it somewhere you'll see before your phone. You don't need more hours in your day. You need one clear signal cutting through the noise. 4 systems down, 1 left. And it's the one people misunderstand the most because it's not really about money at all. Here's something people forget. Bruce Wayne wasn't born disciplined with money. He inherited a fortune. And inherited fortunes get destroyed constantly by people who never built a system to protect them. What keeps Wayne Enterprises standing isn't luck. It's structure, money tracked, money automated, money reviewed on a schedule instead of panicked over once a year. Most people's relationship with money looks nothing like that. It looks like checking the account and hoping. It looks like saving whatever happens to be left over, which usually ends up being nothing, because nothing was ever left on purpose. That's backwards. People who actually build wealth don't wait to see what's left. They decide first, then let the system carry it out automatically. So willpower is never part of the equation on some random Tuesday. This is the Wayne wealth system, and it has 4 moving parts. Track where your money actually goes, not where you assume it goes. Automate your savings so it happens before you can spend it. Invest consistently in small amounts instead of waiting for some perfect moment that never arrives. Review it once a month, same day every time, so small problems get caught while they're still small. The mistake most people make isn't spending too much, it's never building a system that makes saving automatic. So it always depends on motivation, and motivation is the least reliable resource you own. Tonight's move: automate one amount, even a small, slightly uncomfortable one, so it stops depending on how you feel every payday. Small amounts moved automatically and consistently quietly outperform huge amounts moved occasionally. 5 systems, all of them small. All of them a little boring if you're honest. That's exactly the point. Go back to the start of this video. Everyone thinks Batman's greatest weapon is his money. It's not his fists either, and it's not even his willpower. The thing people credit him for the most. Batman doesn't rely on discipline nearly as often as people assume. He built 5 quiet systems that make the disciplined choice the default one. So on the nights he's exhausted, injured, or simply doesn't feel like it, the system carries him anyway. That's the whole secret. Not motivation, not talent, not money. A system that still works on the nights you don't feel like showing up. You now have the blueprint for all five. What happens next depends on exactly one thing. Not how inspired you feel right now, but what you actually do in the next 10 minutes. You don't need a different life tomorrow. You need a better system today. Pick one system from tonight: the audit, the belt, the signal, the wealth system, and run it once today, waiting to feel ready. None of these systems need motivation. They're built to work without it. Whatever you're already doing that overlaps with any of these, consistency was always the only missing ingredient. If tonight's systems genuinely challenged you and you're realizing the hard part isn't understanding this, it's actually building it. That's exactly why the Action Blueprint ebook exists. It walks you through setting up all five systems step by step, so you're not rebuilding this from memory alone. The link is in the description and my profile. Tonight's mission: run your first Gotham audit. 10 minutes, one obstacle removed. When it's done, come back and comment, "Mission complete." Then follow all the steps in the Action Blueprint ebook. We crack open a completely different character's hidden operating system. And it might be the one that changes you the most, because 5 years from now, the version of you living the life you actually want isn't going to get there from one big decision. They're going to get there from the systems they quietly started tonight,